How we doing, folks? This is Chris Dessi, CEO of Silverback Social and founder of the Westchester Digital Summit, and we have a special treat for you. So this gentleman sitting to my right and I go back lots of years. He's taught me a lot about marketing and advertising and sales and has become a dear friend over the years. Andy Russell, who is now the Chief Operating Officer of Hansen News, working very closely in conjunction with the Chris Hansen to do some really cool, intriguing, and different things that really have never been done before with somebody of Chris's stature in our culture. Talk to us a little bit about that, what you guys are doing right now.
Well, first of all, congratulations on Westchester Digital Summit 3.
Thank you.
Looks like another great crowd here. So what we're doing is Hansen News is Chris Hansen's production company, and we have a new project called Hansen versus Predator, which is the next generation of his very, very popular To Catch a Predator series that aired on Dateline NBC from 2004 to 2008, and then in reruns in perpetuity around the globe to this very day, and on YouTube as well. We've launched a Kickstarter campaign, which is actually ending on May 15th, and we've exceeded our goal. And it's very a unique approach where Chris, as a well-established network news correspondent, is kind of moving to the next generation. Mm-hmm. So not only with this Kickstarter campaign, but the approach to the digital distribution of the new series, we're really recognizing that several things have changed.
Sure.
First of all, the whole landscape of social media, as you well know, is very different than when they first started doing these investigations more than 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Secondly, consumption of video content is happening on a myriad of devices.
Sure.
You know, the traditional family room TV is about the last place
exactly.
most millennials are consuming video content.
Yeah.
And so in recognition of that, we're going to where the audience is.
Sure.
And we're going, and the exhilarating part of the process has been that not only are we getting people to be co-producers of this project with us, but we are getting their input.
Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, so we were chatting in the hallway earlier, and you were saying how, you know, you set the Kickstarter campaign up, and it's different than back in the days when we were working together, and you'd kind of have to make a tweak and wait a while, right? We wait months to figure out how to iterate off something that was working or wasn't working. But maybe you can share that little anecdote that happened with the Kickstarter campaign.
You know, so in exchange for people backing our efforts, we established a bunch of perks, from a coffee mug to a T-shirt, you know, up to a big exclusive launch party. But anyhow, as a part of the process, people can send us comments.
Right.
And they said, well, you know, I know I can get a mug for $20 and a T-shirt for $50, but what if I want all of them? And so, so we said, okay. So the next day we had a $110 level that people started signing up for, where they get a signed photo, a coffee mug, a T-shirt. Perfect. And again, the lesson there is that the world we're in marketing today is about being responsive to the fan base.
Sure. I mean, that's got to be the ultimate point of exhilaration for, you know, old school direct marketing guy like yourself, where you're kind of like seeing that closed loop happening in real time. Obviously, that's exhilarating. What else is it that you guys are doing in terms of Chris's social profile? I've seen some pretty exciting tweets coming from him that I think are absolutely on point and hysterical, where he's jumping on hashtags. But you also mentioned that sometimes you're like, okay, let's film a thank you video. And you kind of like go up on the roof and film film it with an iPhone. Like, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I think, you know, and again, this is part of the evolution of traditional broadcast journalists to the new media. You know, before it would be, we're going to be in a sterile studio and make sure all of the production conditions are perfect, all the lighting is perfect, and really what people expect now is something less than perfect.
Yeah, a little grittier.
You know, they want to see, hey, Chris's hair isn't always combed perfectly. Maybe there's a little
He doesn't
you
wake
know,
up like that?
afternoon growth going on the beard.
Right.
And I think that just takes a little getting used to.
Yeah.
And we've had nothing but positive response. I mean, to the point where when you get back to people in a real-time basis to tweets that they've sent us,
No, they must.
they think
fake.
like this is fake.
Can't be him.
Literally, we have dozens and dozens of tweets to say, is this really Chris Hansen?
That's the next content, right? Videotape him actually typing a tweet response. This is me. Send, right?
Well, and I think that I think the beauty is in Chris, I've got a partner who has totally embraced the technology, is
Yeah.
doing the tweeting himself, and isn't hiring a staff of 12 kids in a
Sure.
room doing this stuff.
That don't know what he's all about. And really can't get
It's
into
in
head.
his voice,
Yeah.
it's his content, and yeah, do we take advice from people a little younger
Sure, have
than
to.
us? Yes, but it really is his voice, and I think that authenticity is what consumers will continue to demand.
Yeah, I love it. I think you guys are doing some really compelling work, and I wish you the best of luck and continued success. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, buddy.